A very common complaint from dancers and hypermobile or flexible people is a constant tension in the front of the hip with popping and clicking every time they raise it. And since they're already super flexible and mobile, stretching is not the answer. And my newest colleague, Carla, is a former professional ballerina who presents with these exact symptoms, and ever since she got to the clinic, here's what we've been working on. To create an immediate relief in symptoms, I mainly work on two major hip flexors, the first one being the psoas major. The top end of this muscle lies right under another back muscle called your quadratus lumborum. And when I get around that quadratus lumborum, I can get right into the psoas and help massage out some of that tension. I also find it very useful to work on a muscle called the iliacus, which is another major hip flexor muscle. This muscle lies right on the inside of the pelvis, so if I get my fingers up and around that edge of the pelvis, I can get right into that muscle. And then it's important to increase her strength, and one main thing we've been working on is closing the gap between her passive range of motion and active range of motion. When I raise her leg, she has access to a lot of range of motion, obviously because she was a former professional dancer, but when she tries to get there all by herself by using her hip flexor, she only gets about half that height. And three exercises that we've been focusing on to help close that gap and help her gain some control are these seated leg raises, these standing marches with a heavy weight on the bottom of the foot where she tries to control the hip flexor up into that range of motion, both with her knee directly out in front of her and with her knee out to the side, along with this variation where she goes through a full range of motion in that hip flexor.